First, the blessings of all my teachers, and they just helped me a lot to make me as a first a student and then as a chartered accountant student and clear CA. So many guidance and support I received, and where I just normal average student, as a normal average person, not with extraordinary hard work. It is just a simple passion drives me to go for teaching, where the only plus is the commitment, sincerity, but not the extraordinary hard work. So the lesson I thought of sharing with you is that what I strongly believe at any given point of time, anybody asks me, sir, can I become a chartered accountant? I will firstly say that there is no question whether you are that this or that you can become, because if I have become chartered accountant, anybody, any person of any place or origin or whatever be the case can become a chartered accountant. This strong belief is because I was born in Kerala. Say, I just born in a very poor family. My father was 13th in his family, and the average family, because of out of 13, 10 girl child and 3 only male child. So because of that, it is not directly against that females and all. It is that olden days. So thereby, my father has to come to Chennai for daily living, and I was there at Kerala only, studying there in Malayalam medium along with my grandma. So my parents came here and they were working. They were just having for daily living only in a platform like place only. They had this a small vegetable shop, and both my father and mother was working there. My sister also they took directly to Chennai because she's so small. And I was studying there in Kerala in Malayalam medium. I was becoming like livelihood is not so innocent. I was almost becoming like a rogue, Pakka Puriki. That is what I was becoming, is what they used to tell, because I will fight for everything. I used to tell my grandma that if you are not giving money for going to cinema theatre, then I will commit suicide. That sort of blackmail and get money, go to movie along with my brothers. So they were also behind that different activities. They were joining like anything. It's a village, remote place. So every chance that I would have become now very famous rogue. So that is how the childhood was. Then intolerable by grandma and by my aunt, they asked my parents to take me also to Chennai. So I was by then third standard I was studying. That is 1, 2, 3 I was studying there. By 3 years only it became so intolerable for them. And without knowing ABCD only, I just came to Chennai because there only 4th standard they will teach us ABCD. So here we came to Chennai. My sister was studying in UKG of 1st standard, and when I came here to be admitted to a school, they told me that in my sister's school, they told me that you should study from LKG. At the age of 8 and a half, it is not possible to study in LKG because then total mismatch. 3 years and 8 and a half. So by the time I grow there, it is somewhere when others are only 6 or 7 years, I would have become 15, 16. So that is totally a mismatch. So my parents decided no, not to do that. And they said so many other places, because I don't know anything. I just don't know Tamil. I don't know English, I don't know ABCD, I don't know anything. So just the raw language of our my mother tongue. And whatever anybody speak to me here in Chennai, I simply used to tell what my only language. This much only I know. This is what I speak also, because all my hands are tied up. I was having a very free hand in my village. Now my father is there. He's very hardworking, but at the same time he has got other negativity also. He is having a lot of bad habits. And thereby I know that he's such a short-tempered and he drinks and He will beat like anything. So all my hands tied up. No freedom. It's almost like a jail in Chennai. Then somehow they find a school for me. In that school they admitted to me in second standard. So I was supposed to go to fourth standard, cleared, passed third standard, and again came to second standard. Second standard also I couldn't do anything because it is fully in statement type, everything. I don't know what to study and all, how to study and all. So only thing is in Gurukulam, the name is Gurukulam, but they just give me severe beating. Like they used to tie our hands and give lot of beating. So I don't know anything. They will keep this. I will give that simple paper just like the same, and they will ask us to show the hand with the wooden scale. The other side beating, heavy beating. So pain will come. Will tell my home that they are beating. Immediately my parents used to go and ask. Then they will again beat me. Why did you tell? So then I stopped telling. Then I have to find out some other way. I somehow learned ABCD. Then whatever they convey in words or statement against that English phrase, I used to write in Malayalam. I used to write that ABCD and all. Then words I will write, or the teachers will write for me. Beside that I will write in Malayalam. And suddenly I brought some matching between this language and whatever written in English, I used to write in Malayalam and convey that in English. Slowly that way it has been learned. The same way I learned in Tamil also. I don't know, just purely the blessings or something intended by God. So the entire life is gifted by God. It is somehow He made me to learn something, many things. And by half yearly I stood class second, and by annual I stood class first. I don't know what happened so dramatically, because from there such a nasty life to become like a class rank holder and all. So even if it is a low school for me, it is a big achievement, and they gave me immediately double promotion from second standard to fourth standard. So I lost only 1 year there. So 2 years only actual loss. Then it was reduced to 1 year. Then thereafter I was posted to my sister's school. Then after fourth standard I came to my sister's school. That day you told me to study in LKG. So today in fifth standard I was admitted, and I was by then doing something well in academics. Because I found out the real hardest part of life. When I was with grandma and all, they don't made me realize what is actually I am. But here my father is found like working like anything. He's actually sleeping for 3 hours. My mother is working throughout. And for daily living only. He's never had a bank account being open, no assets. So in a small place of shop, in that shop only we had our shop as well as our home. So there was no toilet also, morning into the ground only. So that is a life, childhood life. So it took lot of years to overcome that. So in spite of he works hard, he earns lot of money, but since because of his bad habits, he couldn't save anything. So he has got only one objective. There is some focus in this work that somehow my children should be educated. That is the only objective. Otherwise, no savings, nothing. Absolutely. So whatever money surplus he get, he will put into some other thing, which I don't want to reveal because I respect them a lot. So they work for me, but somehow it is because of again the fates. There were times that where we didn't had adequate money for earning or having food 3 tries. It was only twice in a day to take food. So somehow my sister should not be realizing such things. So we do all our efforts, and I won't tell anything. I don't demand anything. So there was life. I couldn't, like 13 years back, 99, 97 and all. When in my higher secondary also, it is something like I get uniform only for my seniors. So even if it is torn also, that torn uniform only has been worn. And there is no shoes, nothing, there is no shoe. Every day like half an hour and they kneel down in the ground. All such of embarrassment feeling at that adulthood I have experienced. So everything, whatever possible way, like people, the way they look. School is like, the strict uniform is not there, that badge is not there, tucking is not there. So it's a big life, lot of embarrassment has to be covered. Pant is torn means I have to tuck out my shirt. And if shirt is torn, I have to tuck it. This is how. It is not because of school uniform. It is purely because of what is my uniform. So I used every year, never I got a new shirt or a new pant as a uniform. So that is how I was bought. And then suddenly my academics also start getting a beating. This because the one side is that academics was growing, the other side is I got a keen interest in sports. So I had a help of my sir, my PT sir who was introduced me in 8th standard, and I was now focused fully on the sports. And I wanted to again give him some name in the field of athletics, in the field of one game called Kho. And from 8th standard to 12th standard, I was a national player in Kho, and I was really into that particular thing. Now you can't believe the way in which I shaped up. But that time I was very slim. Never know my friends now when they see them, they have visualized me like this person. So because such a slim way only I was there. Throughout the day will be like most of the time in ground only, full of the running or helping him. And I will bunk class so that he will help me, that somehow he will get permission from the teachers. Most of the times I was associated with sports only. I wanted to become only a sportsman. So, but then somehow the dramatic things happened in 10th standard. My father's hand couldn't function, and immediately I have to quit studies after 10th standard. And then I joined wanted to join in some diploma in MRL. In this MRL there was a diploma, and if that diploma is completed, we'll be getting 15,000, 20,000 rupees job. So again, immediately take care of my family, 6 months study only. That is how I was quitting 10th standard. So, but in school, and I don't want to show. All these things happen, I don't want to show to my friends that these are all the sufferings. So because in a school level, they always take me as a leader. So in that class, always now, I will be the gang leader, and I don't want to express them that these inabilities I want to share. I don't want to share with them. So the class means always they be, oh, Jaison is coming. That is how I just maintain. So, but so thereby in school also I was telling that now I'm going out because this school who will study, I will study better school. That is how I told to the school authorities also, came out of the school, started searching for MRL, so found out so many persons, begged them that somehow recommend, because it's purely recommendation. So many politicians, we went falling on their feet. So then they were asking like, what will you give? He secured 83%, that is sufficient for diploma, what will you do? I was not knowing what they are actually asking. So then I said, no, Maxima, can I gift you a clock or something like that. And they were asking some lakhs of money. That was, I didn't even understand that they are asking such a big amount of money, because my father used to take and I only talk, because he doesn't talk to them. He doesn't know how to talk also, so thereby. Then I didn't somehow get 3 months over after 10th standard, 3 months over. Then another 3 months I was training to join in Navy. Tried my hard level best. I somehow cleared through the physical fitness, but in the entrance I failed. So totally disappointed life after 10th standard. To the students, to my friends, they know that I had an ambition of becoming a doctor, because that is how my father told me that you have to become a doctor. So, but then the real fact is that even if it is a merit sin, I have to spend in lakhs. After 10th standard, school started for 11th standard. For 5 months I have not gone to school. I have not been settled to any other thing. There is no proper food for me. My father is also not earning money. So Coimbatore market came that time. Our vegetable shop has to be closed. So now absolutely not even 1 rupee of revenue. So 2-3 months no revenue. Those people from whom my father have borrowed money, because of them so much of tortures. It's called Kandavati, Mitravati, no proper finance at all. Amount of tortures we had in our life, it's unexplainable. So then after, then I thought, no, what sort of, people used to ask me whenever they see, no, doctor, what are you doing, where you joined, all these things, which school you joined. Then I don't want to show, but very embarrassing, because I told the school authorities I am going for a better school, to go into entrance and other things and all. But the real fact is something different. After that I joined, again, how to join school, and I searched so many schools, could not find out, went to the old school, they felt it very bad. So why you left the school and all? They came to know the various things about me. And immediately said, okay, you join. We will not give you science. So we actually asked for science only. I wanted again to try for doctor, medicine. Said no science, only commerce is possible. Then again PT sir helped me to the commerce sir, and he introduced me. Sir, this boy is a good boy. He will obey all your orders. He is making something in life. And my commerce immediately said, I will make you a chartered accountant. But somehow before that, I inspired him that after joining immediately, almost it was midterm exam before the half yearly. Quarterly over, first midterm over, quarterly over, midterm over, then one midterm before the half yearly exam. That is the time I am joining. In 3 days of my joining, the examination came. But somehow the subjects not clicked me well. I don't know, the commerce subject is something made for me. In 2-3 days time now that examination which was for 200 marks for each subject and the state board subject, I secured around 175, 180. He was totally thrilled because before that all these topics has been over. In 11th standard, by half yearly all the chapters will be completed, and after half yearly it will be 12 topics that will be started. So I don't know journal lecture, but I memorize everything as if it is something coming to me. It's like a business, and I am associated with the business. My father's business for several number of years. Because morning I will be there in shop for 3 hours, evening I will be there for 4 hours. After that, in between period, one is school. So then it's so happened that he inspired. He said, "No, I will make you a chartered accountant. I will guide you to a sir called Muralidharan. He's a well-known teacher." So then he told me a lot of things. Though I had externally a lot of difficulties, every stage of my life I indebted to my Gurukulam, where they somehow dramatically pushed me to a different zone, where from a rogue level to a class rank holder. And then my teachers, my PT sir, from who I spent the art of moving with people, how to inspire them, so how to take care of them, each and every person. So it is not that I am into physical training teaching, but still a lot of motivation inspired from his way only. So a lot of never give up attitude. That through sports only at least I gained a lot of never give up attitude in life. Whatever be the extreme level, now something suddenly changes in the last moment and your entire game will be changed. So similarly life is also getting changed. So he told me about Muralidharan sir. Immediately I worship like it's the purely it is like Egalevia story only. So I worship the person who I don't know. So then after my 12th, my sir admitted, took me to LM sir, and there I joined. I joined there for foundation, CA foundation. Got a lot of marks in accounting. Didn't get much marks in other subjects. My subjects is like accounts and maths only. So economics, I never had it +2. Somehow I escaped through with a lot of prayers and blessings. Every time I have struggled, God gifted me with some teacher who was there to lift me up. I was almost down like anything in life now. Some teachers, from my young level, from kid to any stage, it was teachers. Till now, till date, it is still the teachers are helping me. So after joining with him, then immediately he asked me to come for article sheet. I went to him only with a lots of. Thereafter the rift started within my family. They said, "Now go to that article sheet," because in the shop so many will come. So by the time my father have started slowly another type of shop, not vegetable shop, a bhaji shop, and in that shop only the next 10 years of living was happened. So many people will come, so many people will give ideas. So he doesn't trust me. He will trust only those people, and he go for that article sheet. I was very adamant that I will go only to this place. I went there, and before that, I supposed to be a physical trainer. That is, I want to be a sports trainer to motivate and inspire. I want to be, was the leader right from young onwards. I want to be that stage only. So that passion was there. Then after joining C, I just found out the way in which my mentor is teaching, and my mentor is inspiring. I felt it extremely now become passionate. I started at the IPCC level itself teaching, going to several schools and all, without knowing he maybe after night, because there was need for money also. Stipend was only 600 rupees. So after 600, 300 rupees will be expense. So I can contribute to my family's 300. It was actually contribution, not that expenses. or meeting expense is not siphoned. So they have to contribute somehow. So even in that level, we have never picked up, we have never become even the next level of family, middle class and all, and intermediate somehow over, final over. During these times, certain things that you should not get, what I got is like, at the moment I've completed CA Foundation, where I got 96 marks in accounting. IPCC question paper, just after clearing CA Foundation, the next examination came in November. My examination after 1.5 years, I cleared the paper very easily in 2.5 hours time, and that paper happens to be so tough, and I cleared it. So much of headway it came, no practice of problems, never ignored totally. I found that this subject only, it's my own subject, that much headway, and the examination really pulled me down. The very first examination of accounting, which is my favorite, my die-hard aspiration is for the subject, this particular subject, accounting, reporting or whatever linked to this particular subject, mathematics, and purely it is out of mathematics. I love that like anything. And that examination I could not complete 100 marks, somehow get only 72 marks. I know everything, but the thing is that I don't have practice. I didn't know how to present also in the examination. And the examination tension, nervousness, take me to only 72 marks. I got around 61, 62 and all. And then other stuff, because of that, lot of demoralization, second group pulled. The very first time faced failure in academics. There are so many other types of failures, but academic failure is the first thing generally CA student faces, is either in CA Foundation or IPCC or in CFN level. So at least I got that failure in IPCC level. IPCC second group pulled, first group cleared. So then I thought of next time now I should be thrash the paper, and I performed both ICW and CA simultaneously, the IPCC intermediate, and I cleared both. I was very happy. And final, again the laziness attitude. To some extent it is purely laziness, I will tell that way. So that is why I said it is not hard work. It's gift, it's a prayer, it's a wishes. It is because of so many things happened to me. It is because of the lower level struggles. So never now I turn back now, I don't regret that I suffered. I just feel extremely happy that I suffered at my lower level. Because now the life is something which I would not have dreamt. Maybe like 7 years back or 10 years back, I would never dream. When I qualified in 2004, after qualification, that in final also one time pulled, I cleared only in second chance, in IPC also second chance only. So the aspiration of teaching has gone to the head. So then that time only, again my parents said that there is an offer from foreign country, one of my relatives, they say that you can get a salary of 1,50,000, 1,40,000, that time 2004, 2005. So then I said, no, I am not going. I will never go out of this country. That is first point. Second point is I will never go out of this teaching. That part now made a big rift. After that, I didn't have talking terms with my father for 4 to 5 years. Never we spoke. So because he said, no, family is such a situation, sisters to get married now, so you're not going. And I joined as a teacher only. And that time I was earning only 3,000 to 5,000 per month. The first salary which I had after becoming CA. So where my industry level is around 30,000, 35,000, I got that 5,000 to 6,000. But then the next time immediately pushed to 30,000, 40,000. But again it came to 7,000 rupees. So inconsistent income. Nobody respected. When I tell CA, they will respect. Then what do you do? I'm a teacher or teacher. So this is the value where people doesn't know. So wherever I go to remote places, there and all, what yara, teacher, that sort of respect only we used to get. So they don't, people who knows, now there are so much of awareness, at least in 2005, 6, 7, when I started. So it was not so appreciated that teaching as a profession is not much appreciated. So we used to work as a percentage, this many students come, that is how it has been. Now it has grown like anything, that is the industry, coaching industry have grown. That time it is so informal only. And the only thing is that we used to take classes another place with LM sir only. So that time only Somanan sir, Rajagopal sir have started introducing classes, interest to classes. Their first subject is company law, and they took class, and I was the very first student of them. So not very first in that batch, 17 students were there. In that 17 students, I was one among them. So I got that particular gift to be studied with them. They used to talk to me because I'm doing articles there. I used to coordinate all the coaching activities. I used to set their mic and give talk quiz, all these things. So they used to talk to me. So then they came to know about me, and I came to know about them. So totally, extremely coming from different culture. So RSN, SSR and myself, different culture, different principles. So but we spoke and we stood by one principle only, that we should not go anything against law. We should have some moral values. Every day we used to speak hours and hours about moral value system. So see, in our communities like that, it is happening, nobody is following. So this is happening in the youth way, your community, each and everything. And we used to say how morally we should be there as a human being. So we should not be no anticipating money at all. Let us do some work which is divine work, and let us do that very sincerely. That is what the commitment bondage that we have brought out. In spite of me coming, never know they can easily move with people like who are eating non-veg, or they used to never take even drop of water outside. But they treat me like as if they're brother only, because we have a strong bondage because of the objective that we had in our life. That I also told, expressed my objective that I have to be in teaching only. If I die also, I have to die only as a teacher. I have to, that is how I have made up my mind. So it's whether I know anything or not, now I don't know. But I can't see a world without teaching. Whether it is for 10 or it is for 1,000, whatever be the case, I have to see my life only as a teacher. But only I have started my life. This is the time that I'm just starting as a teacher, and it is not achieved a greater things and all. But these people I just met right from their young age, and CPD onwards I'm seeing. And there was a batch from CPD where I got now. That batch cleared, all the members of that batch cleared. They are all chartered accountants. I'm extremely happy for them. So there is a group they formed. So they are going for the social service and other things. So where I made a member and just doing that, I'm happy with that. So that way I'm just extremely happy with moving with the students. I'm always happy. My wife is so much get frustrated now. You don't have time to talk with me, but if some student call that you got, generally I don't pick the call from many of the office times. I mean, from the office, MKD or so many things, I got a complaint that you don't pick your call.